some idiots hired by his new government to rubbish you. You are listening to them, gossiping about me. Oh, now the is a coffer, he's a thief. And what didn't have the time to steal? Nothing. They did defraud you? Nothing. Tell why you come to a thief. They cannot answer. That was why Simon ever took time to demolish the little toad. Demolish him! Now you're turning my around. Demolish the cocoa, and dump him in the gut and the sewage. Objectively, you're asking me for map of Biafra when the map was there, we took a photo with it. You're asking me for my road maps, I will give you, you can't give to Janjaweed. If you never planned to go to America, it was when I decided to go to the US. 4 times of men last year. They also came up to
say, lovers of freedom and seekers of justice, greetings from the children of the wilderness, the living people here present. Today, I want to talk about want to respond to some IPOB members who should be addressed as believers of the DOS and members of the DOS who are the IPOB activities from the flank of the autopilot, and who are actually ready to play down on the activities of the Republic government in exile, and also against the image of Mazi Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, the Biafran Republic government in exile. They are out to condemn, disparage, and they rob the reputation of these people piloting their affairs from the autopilot. They want to bring their name to the mud, especially Simon Ekpa. They are using one particular campaign that the sit-at-home Simon Ekpa is executing has not yielded any fruit so far. Then a group of them who will never do well are saying Simon has been using this medium to kill the Igbos. I have responded to this. I responded to this yesterday in the previous video. Now, what they are saying should be ignored, but it demands that they are addressed. A lot of them act out of ignorance, and some of them act out of wickedness. For them that act out of ignorance, I'm here for you. A lot of you who are not members of the DOS but are supporting the DOS, you are doing so because you believe in Biafran cause. You are doing so because Nnamdi Kanu, our supreme leader, Chineke gane chekwa na gozi mgbe niile maka ịchụ aja ya maka ihe niile o mere anyị ahụike ya esokwenye ya ọpụta n'udo. What he has done for us, we can't neglect. So, for those of you who are following the DOS, because of your conviction that Onyendu established the DOS and made the Directorate of State as the department to address issue of Biafran leadership and to respond to certain issues where him, Onyendu, will not be there, because he's just a human. He can't overwork himself to that. So he instituted the DOS, and you are believing that this DOS should be accorded this respect. Now, I am not here to castigate you for believing in the DOS. It's your conviction. Now, the problem is, they are condemning everything that Simon Ekpa and his team are doing, especially this sit-at-home. They are saying it's not yielding anything, so it should be thwarted, it should be stopped. And they have always aligned with the federal government of Nigeria. We are not going there. I have come to enlighten you because some of them know about these things. How the sit-at-home have worked to some places, have worked in some countries before us, and one of which are this. I am just watch this video, okay? These people used it and it worked. It took time. Sit at home, look at it. Someone is addressing it. Listen. This is decades, so many decades ago. Listen to it.
There are many people who feel that the reaction of the government to our stay at home, ordering a general mobilization, arming the white community, arresting 10,000s of Africans, the show of force throughout the country. Notwithstanding our clear declaration that this campaign is being run on peaceful and non-violent lines, close the chapter as far as our methods of political struggle are concerned. There are many people who feel that it is useless and futile for us to continue talking peace and non-violence against a government whose reply is only savage attacks on an unarmed and defenseless people. And I think the time has come for us to consider, in the light of our experiences in this stay at home, whether the methods which we have applied so far are adequate.
Okay, you are listening to this, huh? Now, can you see that it's not a fruitless effort? The day you realize this and join in this, there is a kind of cooperation. You know, after all, if Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, they are painting him. They are going around making videos to prove Simon Ekpa wrong, that some people are still coming out. That makes it a social behavior. It makes it, they don't know they indict themselves. When they do that videoing, that makes it, that tells you that Simon is not forcing anybody to sit at home. He's only painting the picture of the importance of this sit at home, and he issues the order. But if you feel on your own you don't want to obey it, Simon don't come to kill you. That is why some of you who don't believe in it still go around. But the earlier we understand that this thing is working, it has worked in different countries of the world. Like the Biafran child and some of people like him in the DOS, in the IPOB, DOS believers, they have made several videos condemning Simon Ekpa and this sit at home and attaching so many criminality to him. Whereas developments have proven that Simon has no hand in the terror. Simon's group have only confronted people who come to our farmlands. They confront aggressors. So if you are hating Simon, you did not hate Nnamdi Kanu, and you're not hating Nnamdi Kanu, you're confused. That is where confusion comes in. They are telling you Simon is the one doing this. They are telling you, making videos every sit-at-home day that Simon fixes, telling you that nobody is complying to it, that nobody is sitting at home, and they are still following, going to newspapers to support the federal government, to support Nigerian government and state governors to call for a stop on the sit-at-home. That so many actors who want to satisfy the Fulanese, like Ifeanyi Oba, they are coming out to make threat. Anybody who closes that, they will burn down the shop, and they will do all this. They will do that. They will do all that. They will do. And the DOS people are making video to tell you nobody is sitting at home. Nobody is complying to Simon's order. Now, to also prove to you that there is a threat of sabotage, when they paint Simon bad, that he keep people on the sit at home, Simon has been vindicated by the recent videos flying everywhere on the social media side of Kobo. And apart from that, so many things, so many criminals have been apprehended, confessed to their crimes, owned up, and said. And the other part of them, like Onyebuchi Oba, Onyebuchi, who have been so clowny. I will look for that video. Onyebuchi was disgracing himself, telling you why Simon Ekpa don't want to kill Nnamdi Kanu, and why he was just displaying his foolishness again. Like what I was pointing out, Simon is vindicated. They say he forces, he kill people, he compel people to sit at home, yet people go out. There are some people who don't want to obey the sit at home and they still move around freely on those sit at home days. But because a greater number of people comply to this because of their love for Nnamdi Kanu, then addressing another part of the problem, which is why we say Nnamdi Kanu Onyendu instituted the DOS. Yes, he did. But the DOS, at a point, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you remember when he did the video, he was yelling at the DOS members when he said the one in Kuwait and this one here, would they give you Kuwaiti passport? You said you are in Germany, UK, you say you are here, would they give you their passport? They will not give you the passport. As they did not give you, will you live there forever? Why are you afraid? You don't want to show your face? Is that how you want to fight for freedom? Onyendu addressed this. So when he found out, and it was within that same period, he was telling you he need 100 men. So far, he have not gotten even 15 men. And the day he found out Simon Ekpa, the same person who condemned the beating of Ekpa in Germany, but he saw something in him. He convinced Simon Ekpa that Biafra is the only way out. Simon Ekpa came. Or are you opposed to having new converts? You don't want to have new people coming to Biafra. You don't want to convince as much people as... This is why Onyendu, that was why Onyendu came to the realization that he needed another hand. He needed someone who is serious. He needed someone who is satisfied economically. He needed someone who has the readiness to sacrifice. That is why he told you that Simon will lead us to another level of this struggle. And Simon is never fell into that responsibility. Simon Ekpa never failed, never refrained from that task. But the others who were instituted originally, they failed. None of them want to own up. You want to hide your face. You want to stay behind doors. You want to carry out political solution that your leader said you should not do. The same thing he told you, no matter what, even if he was caught, and he is caught today, don't go for political solution. You are going for it. And you want Simon to, you want everybody to be, winked into that. But it's not possible. Somebody is standing saying no. So when you condemn Simon Ekpa, you must know why you are condemning him. When Simon Ekpa begin to misbehave, when we find out, we will run away from him. But he is not. He's still living to expectation, and we pray he will not renege. So listen to a Biafran child. When you listen to Biafran child, you will see a height of cluelessness. These are the DOS people. If you remember many videos about some people who said he has contracted them to work for him separately, now you can see all those accusations where he exposed himself. He told you that who is Nnamdi Kanu, even he did not come from that dimension, that tone, but he said Nnamdi Kanu should take orders from them. This is not a allegation. Listen, and don't even quote me, quote him. Listen to him. Listen to him. Get directly from him. That Onyendu should. There have been all this while before Onyendu was finally betrayed. All this while they have been nursing so many bitterness. That Onyendu should be answerable to them. Who are you? A paid worker. You cannot sacrifice. Now you are paid. And somebody is sacrificing, he is not paid. You want to fight him. Tell me where on earth a freedom fighter is paid to fight. You are a freedom fighter. You are hiding your face. You are going for political solution. You are. Look, listen even to Asari Dokubo indicted him. And he said that he is working with DOS. The same way Soludo said, I am working with DOS. I am working with the DOS. Asari Dokubo said the DOS also agree and they are working with me. They agreed, and that is why they had to also help us call the names of these people. Now they had to go and give them wuto. In collision with Asari, because the DOS, some of those boys who took oath, who worked for them for selfish gains, a lot of them were apprehended because when you told them, any day you leave this work with uprightness, you leave uprightness in this call, no matter whatever you do, you thought you have acquired, it will fail you and you'll be lynched. And it's happening. They were all apprehended. A lot of them who compromised are apprehended. They confessed, and thank God they were fair enough to Onyendu. They said this is not what Nnamdi Kanu called them for. So it's not in tandem with our Biafran quest. It's not in tandem with the plan of Onyendu. So they acted out of their selfishness in compliance to the DOS leaders. They called Chinas and Hall, they called Cheka Dozien. These people were apprehended. I showed it in one of my videos. These are live videos. So now you are listening to watch China's Biafran child, who said he's a general, telling you who is Onyendu. Onyendu should take orders from them. And you say you love Nnamdi Kanu, you are following them. That Onyendu should take orders from them. That was, remember, it was because of this same reason they told you. That is why Ikenga, Uruago, now started insulting Onyendu and his family. Insulted Onyendu's sister. He called names. He called Onyendu's mother names, called the father names, and said, proceeded to say that the family is associated to sodomy. This is US people. They are telling you, why should they take orders from Nnamdi Kanu? When Simon Ekpa said something about not taking order from Onyendu in incarceration, it is in compliance with Onyendu's wish, where Onyendu said, in a situation like this, anytime he begin to tell you, that you should not listen, because that time you should know that something is not wrong, that he, in his right sense, will never succumb under any condition. So any day you hear that, you should know the right thing to do. And Simon, who have been close to Onyendu, knows what to do. Why he called for Onyendu's release, he will not take anything from any fake lawyer who works with the DOS, who are bitter that Onyendu choose Simon. Let's get this logic. Simon don't want to take those things that those lawyers who will come. After all, it is because they say Onyendu must take order from them. That was why when Onyendu sent them a memo demanding that they reinstate all those IPOB leaders and coordinators who they fell out of favor and had to lay them off, sack them. Onyendu said, demanded from prison or from the incarceration, from the DSS dungeon, that they are reinstated. The DOS said no. Because they told you they are powerful than Onyendu, they are more important than Onyendu, they are more relevant than Onyendu, paid workers. And you are following them, and you still love Onyendu. You can see you have a problem here. Listen to it, because I don't know why every time I want to tell you. So much thing to say. Listen to it.
What they are doing is due process. It's okay. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must take decision from the leadership. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu must take.
You heard that. You heard that. Onyendu should take orders from them. They are aggrieved. Why would Onyendu take Simon Ekpa, introduce Simon Ekpa to Biafrans? And Biafrans accepted him. So, when we say sit at home, like you are supposed to sit now, you are not under compulsion. But if you mean well for this, they will tell you, why are you listening to the politician? Okay, all the governors are concerned, yet the sit at home has no effect. It's not working. If you are stopping the sit at home, are you not invariably? You don't know the DOS people who are joining Nigerian government to tell you to stop the sit at home, but it's not yielding any effect. Your brain is not telling you that the oppressor you want to get free from is telling you that what you are doing is not having any effect and you are listening to it, doesn't that show you are a daft? Doesn't that demean your reasoning ability? Doesn't that floor you by your own self? How on earth will your DOS, who are supposed to be your frontline forces, how on earth are they aligning with Nigerian government to tell you to stop sit-at-home? It's not generating, it's not yielding any result. And then the person who is pushing for it is called an enemy by Nigerian government, and the DOS is also calling them an enemy. And the Nigerian politicians are telling you they are working with the DOS, like Police Soludo actually did. You heard it. You can't search for it if you have not heard it. And so Sayedo Kubo, who is threatening that he will keep killing you like they are killing you in Imo State, in Anambra, and other places in Igbo land. They will keep killing you. And you just see a video. What on earth will give the Fulani to come, not just ordinary Fulani from Niger, they come in your own land? Oh my God. Is it not so humiliating? All the way from Niger, they come to a whole Anambra State and hold our daughters, our sisters, our mothers hostage. Be raping them, not just rape them once, be raping them, keep them in hostage in your own land. Not that they are from another part of Nigeria, but they are not even from Nigeria at all. The Fulani is from far away, other countries. You think everything is right, and Simon Ekpa is the person that is right for you to fight. They will tell you, oh, we have met with you and where? When you hear somebody is taking step, you hear it. Simon Ekpa takes step, you hear it. It is heard all over the world. When he takes step, you hear it. It is for you not to hear all this my super story, for you to begin to think, use your head. Why is Nigerian government telling you your sit-at-home is not yielding fruit? Your DOS is joining them, lending voice, coming, making sure that the whole newspaper carries it, that they are not with that criminal, that the sit-at-home, their hands are not there. They are telling you, like the Onyebuchi, I don't know if I will see his video. If I see it, maybe I will just attach it in any of these videos. At the end, that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, it is not yielding any fruit. The DOS is also telling you it's not yielding any fruit. Now, are they not contradicting themselves? Because they should be bold to say, if they are brave enough, they should be bold to tell Biafran, stop this agitation. It doesn't pay. Stop the agitation, because that's what they're saying invariably. If they have not been able to see result with the sit-at-home for the, like, according to them, it has lasted for 2 years sit-at-home, since they have started sitting at home, what a result have it yielded? What result has it yielded? It has not yielded any result. Good. Since you started fighting for this Biafra, this is just 2 years sit-at-home. You started fighting Biafra without sit-at-home for over, so even from Wazurike, from Ojuku. So, can't you see that these people are clowns? Stop it. If you're not seeing the result and the governors are crying, you're not seeing the result and the Nigerian military are crying that they should be, hey, go on, don't worry, come out, we are here to protect you. And the DOS is telling you that everybody is busy going there, nobody is listening to Simon Ekpa. And the same DOS is telling you that when Simon Ekpa is telling people to sit at home, he will use terrorists, it is fear, he kill people, that is why people sit at home. They are the same person who tell you that nobody is sitting at home. And you are still listening to them. You are saying you don't know who to believe again. Is it like this that we will get the Biafra war? It is you who choose to be divided. It is you who choose to be divided. Biafrans are not divided. You who is divided, you just choose to be divided. You choose to be confused. That you say you have a common enemy, and a group of your members suddenly begin to say the same thing with the common enemy. They take the same position, the same stand with the common enemy. The media of the common enemy always project whenever they want to condemn sit-at-home. The media help them to amplify their voice. They are still confused. Those who are opposed to the sit-at-home are loved. The Nigerian politicians work with them, confess it openly. Now, they are the same people who comes out to point finger that this one who is seen an enemy by Nigerian government is the person that is working with Nigerian government. Who the government is calling for his head is the Nigerian government. And you are listening to them. And you are still telling people your brain is bigger than the Fulani and the Hausa man. You say you are Igbo man, you are wise. You say you are a Calabari man, you are wise. You say you are what do you call, you are a Efik man, you are wise. You are a Ibibio man, you are wise. And somebody is dividing you. I want to ask you sincerely, does your politicians love you? I know your answer already. No, they don't love you. Now, why do you want to now accept they love you when they raise sentiments against Biafran agitation? Why do you always buy their idea about Biafran agitation? Why is it that when it comes to Biafran topic, you want to accept the sentiment that they are introducing? Why is it that they are not in the same page with Biafran agitation? Now you say it is only during election they will remember you. You know all this. So what is stopping you from doing the only thing you know you will do to stop them? You know you can't stop them, you vote them. So far you allow election to hold. They must be declared your leaders. Till the kingdom come. So far you allow election to hold on in your borders. They will be declared your winner, your leader. And any step you take against them is considered aggression against the state. And you are fought with the instrumentality of the state forces. And you say you are wise, that they are always kicking against Biafran agitation, and your intelligence you claim to have doesn't tell you that this thing these people are always opposing, there is life in it. There is a way at the end of this tunnel. Your wisdom does not tell you that your unity towards supporting this will end, is the only way to end this. Because once you have the election, whether you use any grammar to call it free or fair, or to say it is not free, it is not fair, it does not change anything. They must rule over you. So far you allow the election. So why is it when people who are interested in your safety and well-being come to tell you you should avoid this, that no matter how pretentious anyone who is coming out to be your president, no matter how wonderful thing he will say and you will clap for him, that this is man who have so much wisdom, that he is still believing he is no different from the Nigerian regular politician who want to please anything pleasable, anybody pleasable, the West, the Fulani, to have his way into the office, to act so craftily, smiling all the time even when there is need for him to frown his face, because he just wants to ascend to the position of authority. And the philosopher said, anyone who is working out, I think, was that, it wasn't Plato, that's another Ruto, another philosopher. Anyone who is always fronting himself for position of authority, leadership, that person is not fit. He's doing so much, working so hard to be a leader, it's not fit for leadership, because he will be a ruler. He will always do anything that keep him to power. What does Igbo man being in Nigerian power, in Nigerian presidency, mean to you when he will still do the same thing to protect that power? Does it add anything to you? What does an Igbo man being the Senate president, what does an Efik man being Senate president change in your life? What does an Ibibio man being the Senate president, what does an Andang man, what does Ijo man being a Senate president change in your life? Is he not a Idoma man who is a governor in Idoma land? Is he not an Igbo man who is a governor in Igbo land? What does that change in their lives? Rather, they are used as instrument of oppression. They are used as the voice of aggression and clamping down on their people. You, when will you borrow sense? When will you borrow sense? Just watch this video and we call it a day. Watch these videos. Stephanie, we're done finish. Bye. Please share this video. like it, recommend it to people, subscribe to our channel for more videos, for more enlightenment. Thank you. Bye. The Living Chukwumerije with Unstable 12 TV.
So good afternoon, everybody. Because I want to say something very, very important. When you know, since mana ndị be anyị aghọtara ihe ọma mere anyị bụ na atụrụ votu na Anambra. Yes, because ihe ji sị na ihe ọma mere anyị bụ na atụrụ votu na Anambra bụ na ọ bụrụ na atụghị ya a ga-eblame IPOB. Ọ bụrụ na atụghị ya a ga-eblame ndị Biafra. A ga-asị ya na ọha akwaturu na Peter Obi. You see, just like as if the only issue I have with my brothers, because I could remember during the time of gubernatorial election, the seat at home was lifted. It's just 12 vote to win. Because if not, APC. So everybody had that same belief that these people will not repeat this thing again, that these people will not behave the way they behaved today. So as for me, Okara Anyema na Peter Obi they deliver the whole Southeast. Which name and name even man Lagos one here. So now they denied Peter Obi his mandate. It's very obvious. So we go to another plan. So all men should fall back to their base. So I don't like it when we keep insulting, we keep blaming. Instead of me to blame any man, I blame myself. Instead of me to blame any man, I blame myself for being a citizen of this country. Yes, because it's very, very obvious we don't have a country. It's very, very obvious that they hate their citizens. It's very, very obvious that nothing, I repeat, nothing will work again in this country. So this is the final bus stop. Let's take this as the final bus stop. So open this election, people will agree, even APC agree, TMS in the Southeast. Open after this election, if one had a win more from a take it to court, didn't everybody. But I thank God. Listen,
must learn from IPOB. Had we boycotted the elections, they would have blamed everything on us. It is the curse of IPOB. That's why IPOB lost. But we lifted it and delivered the entire Biafra land to Otobi, knowing fully well that Fulani will say no. Only Kano state is more than the entire Biafra land put together, the number of Biafrans. That's how foolish people are. Democracy is about establishing the will of the majority of the people. In your case, the will of that very majority was trampled, flagrantly disobeyed and disregarded. You were told that you are nothing. Returning officers were told the results to announce, or else they will be held captive in perpetuity. President electoral commissioners were held hostage under gunpoint to falsify and announce fake results.
You see, this man will remain the wisest man I have ever seen. One, otherwise in calculation, otherwise in his action, otherwise in his speech. But people will keep quoting Mazi Onyendu's wise sayings without being wise in your actions. Had it been we did not partake in this election, in this presidential election, they will hang it on us. They will hang it on Biafra. They will hang it on IPOB. They will say we are the one who made Obi to lose. Now, unanimously, we delivered Obi. Obi, today, they refused him his mandate because they don't need good governance. They don't need anything. All they want is let them do their wish. All they want is to do their wish. You see, because I say this verbal war. Let us go back and then come up with tangible things, something that will help everybody. something that will hit them back. We don't just talk.
Ndị Igbo ị ga-ahata chi ga-efe this time around. Ị complain or too much na sit at home adịgo SS nwanne na agwụ Hausa that test other side gị foto sad. Gị nwa na-ebagharị na politicians, all the whole governor in our land is doing nothing because he fail guy. Chineke nna kpọpụtara gị a great man dịka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Gị nwakwa ị na-etikwa mkpu na a na-eme sit at home na sit at home adịgo too much. Ka a na-echọ ịbụ echebụ mgbada ka echọ ịbụ eze. All these people that have nothing to offer. Kita now ka ebi nọọsụ. In a fight is a Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. In a fight is one Nigeria reject you. Eba sege na Nigeria abụla ọzọ na one Nigeria abụla ọzọ ese mba na ebe ahụ bụ ọzọ ka anyị vote Peter Obi. Unu teach Peter Obi since last year till today. Peter Obi abụbe the Nigeria president. Ebe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gwa gị form for years. Igele ya ntị. Etinye sit at home. Ịmara na sit at home a na-eme na ọ na-enye ha nsogbu. That is why they are crying deeply. Anya sakwa unu ndị be anyị. Anya saa unu. Maka nwa ọzọ onye bụzọ ụmụazị. Na-ekwezina ka politicians na-use brain unu. Because now ha nwa re Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. That is why they are fighting not even to release Maazị Nnamdi Kanu from DSS. But that their fight is already useless because I have feeling that immediately he kidnap Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, anything Biafra struggle will end. Hamalona na Biafra dika a pregnant women every day ka na-amụ ka nwaanyị dị ime na-amụ n'unu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra is a spirit. Ọ bụ na ịmara ebe isi, ọ bụ na ịmara onye bụ ka ajụọ ese onwe gị. I kwesịghị na-ezuzu asị gị na ife a mee ife a maka na onye na-ebe ahụ nna mmadụ ka ọ bụ ọnwa mmadụ ka ọ bụ. Ọ bụ na nna gị nọ there, you will not leave your father for 2 years in that place, not to talk, not to do anything. Nwanne uche gị edikwa ya o. Ese ka nzupụrụ gị ozi ya. One love, uche gị edi ya. Share this video. God bless.